This video will review the training for the multi-circuiter tool. This tool helps to streamline the circuiting process and circuit electrical elements more efficiently for both branch circuits and distribution equipment. To get started, navigate to the tool in the toolbar. This tool is modeless, so it can be moved around and left open while other work is done in Revit, and it can also be moved to other screens. There are 7 modes to help with the circuiting strategy. There is also a replacement strategy. This replacement strategy is always saved. The spares and spaces boxes will override the spares and spaces in a panel schedule when elements are circuited. The maintain percent poles allows the user and limits them to only circuiting a certain amount of elements to save room for spares and spaces in the panel schedule. First, let's review one circuit. Typically in Revit, a user would select multiple devices and circuit them using the power button. As you can see, this is limited and the user must select only devices with electrical connectors to click the power button. With multi-circuiter, these elements can be selected. That includes tags, spaces, other elements. It automatically filters those out. When a panel is then selected, click Circuit, and it'll circuit those devices and ignore any tags or anything else circuited. You'll also notice there's a pick and model. This is typically used for distribution equipment or when the panels are really close to the elements that are being circuited. Next is one circuit per connector. Typically in Revit, a user would need to click on each element individually to power it, creating a dedicated circuit. With multi-circuiter in this mode, a user can select multiple elements at once, including tags. Select a panel. This will also be remembered as the user circuits. Select circuit. It will automatically circuit each element to its own dedicated circuit. The next mode is one circuit per space. This separates the elements by space when circuited. For example, if I wanted to circuit this duplex and quad together, for each space, I could select the elements, select one circuit per space mode, and click Circuit. And this circuits each device within and limits it within the space. So one circuit per space. The connection parameter. This mode uses a predetermined parameter called the connection. This would need to be added to the family. And it reads this individual parameter and circuits to that panel. So for example, A, if circuited in this mode, would automatically circuit to panel A. For a prototypical or typical room or building, this could be very useful when selecting all elements at once and circuiting via the connection parameter if this is already initiated. The syntax can also select a specific circuit. For example, if I want this piece of equipment to always be circuited to A8, with this parameter filled out, I can circuit it to A8 every time. Move to existing panel. To move something to an existing panel, I would previously have to edit the circuit and add to a circuit, or select the panel here. But would have to be done for each individual branch circuit. In this case, I can select multiple different circuits and I can move them all to B, for example, at once. This moves everything on that circuit from panel A to panel B. Add to existing circuit. This mode previously, electrical circuits, edit circuits, and add to circuit. This would move this element to the B3. Now I can select multiple devices, including elements that have been that are uncircuited. I can click Add, click the circuit that I want those elements to be added to, and you can see those elements have been added. The final mode is Remove Circuit. Previously in Revit, I'd select multiple elements, electrical edit circuit, and remove circuits, but only those within that circuit. If I wanted to remove multiple devices from multiple circuits, I'd have to do this individually. Here I can select any elements that I want uncircuited. Select Remove. It'll automatically remove those circuits. Moving over to distribution equipment. These can also be removed at any time. If B wanted to be circuited to A, for example, clicking power, I'd have to manually click the poles, click the voltage, hit OK. With this multi-circuiter tool, I can select one circuit or one circuit per connector. This is great for pick and model. I can circuit C to A, select A, and it's automatically circuited C to A without those other extra clicks. You can see how these modes can help streamline the process as the user moves through the building to circuit